Okay, good afternoon everyone. It's great to see you. Welcome to the inauguration ceremony for Center for Global Education. And welcome to those of you joining us via Zoom, wherever you are from. The center will be referred to as UTokyo GlobE. And this name was conceived by Ms. Furukawa. And the logo, this wonderful logo, was designed by Kifune-san. I'd like to thank them both for the wonderful contribution. I also would like to thank Mr. Shimura for getting the website ready. Some pages, including the people page, are under construction, but it's great to have this up and running on the very first day of the school year, so thank you. This is going to be our first ceremony. We will have a more formal and exciting ceremony and bigger ceremony later in the year, but we wanted to start this very first day by getting together in this way and collectively affirming our goal. The statement of purpose for UTokyo GlobE I wrote is uploaded on the website. So please take a look later. And yes, what's behind me are big chairs and table. So you can read my statement on the website to find out what they mean. But first, I'd like to ask Professor Kaori Hayashi, our Executive Vice President, to give us a remark. We owe this center. We really owe this center to Professor Hayashi. Without her effort and support, this center would not exist. She has been involved in every single aspect of the making of this center. So I am grateful, and we are very grateful to her. So Hayashi, please.
Well, thank you very much, Professor Yaguchi, and Professor Nakao, and Mr. Sekiguchi, and all the staff members at the Center for Global Education, or GlobE. And thank you very much for inviting me to this mini ceremony to celebrate the start of the GlobE. And as Professor Yaguchi said, it is no exaggeration to say that I dedicated the past 2 years of my executive vice presidency to the establishment of this center. But why? Why did I spend so much time for this? Let me give you my quick answer by putting the situation of our university in perspective. For me, cultivating a global outlook at this university means to raise awareness and appreciation of diversity, equity, and inclusion. This way, we can aspire the excellence of research in its original sense, broaden our horizon, and challenge the boundary of the unknown. As somebody who has been working for this university for more than 20 years, I firmly believe that we badly need to bring more diversity to this university. As is well known, our undergraduate student body is quite uniform. 98% of the students are Japanese, 80% are men, and about 30% come from 20 high schools, most of them being private ones located in large cities like Tokyo and Osaka. We're trying to increase the diversity among the incoming students, but at the same time, if we were to create a more inclusive campus, we must also work hard to promote the recognition of the values of diversity and inclusion among the existing students and faculty. Our students need to encounter different others to learn to recognize a wide range of ideas and values that exist beyond the confines of their small and comfortable community. They must face the challenges of confronting differences, some of which may be radically alien to what they are used to. Only by appreciating the complexity of intercultural communication can they begin to have a foundation to become contributing citizens of the world who truly understand the value of diversity. I hope and believe GlobE's educational activities, from Go Global Gateway to UStep to Global Liberal Arts courses, will serve as a great engine to push our students to such new encounters. You will be leading our students to a new zone of exciting discoveries. We are at a critical juncture as we come out of the unexpected pandemic that long disrupted the effort of global education. Every effort of every faculty and every staff counts. I really thank Professor Yaguchi for his amazing and unprecedented feat to set up this center so quickly. As somebody who by now knows too well about the maze of internal bureaucracies, standing here and making this type of speech appears to me almost a dream. And other members, thank you very much for all your tireless efforts and work so far. And I look forward to seeing the center making great contribution to the university. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was a very wonderful remark from our very, very important supporter, UVP Hayashi. And today we have our most important supporter here in this room, President Fujii. And it is his very, very busy schedule that's coming. So thank you very much.
Well, hello everyone. I'm really pleased to celebrate this inauguration of the new center called the Center for Global Education, or which is so you call it GlobE. GlobE. Yes, and together with you all. And in fact, the globalization itself is kind of one of the priorities of our university. And so the globalization itself is a kind of one of the central purposes that UTokyo would like to pursue in the coming decades. That is also, as we are getting into the, for example, the super aging society, and also we will need to nurture a global outlook of our students for them to take the roles in such kind of society throughout the world. And that is why we also put in place this globalization as one of the major directions of our new proposals, which has been just submitted last week. That is the proposal for the Universities for International Research Excellence. And globalization is the major direction together with D&I, diversity and inclusion. And in fact, I am myself is truly committed to supporting the whole activities of this GlobE, or the Center for Global Education. So, as you know, in the UTokyo Compass, we basically set 3 core values, and then the first one is a dialogue, and the second one is diversity and inclusion. So these 2 core values are so basically very much coupled with the concept of this Center for Global Education. So, and then, so we basically would like to push the education in such kind of direction, in a way for the student to be able to act as a sort of a creative global citizens in coming age or coming years. So then with that, so I hope we work together. Also, this is another the core value of the UTokyo Compass. Work together to make our university a better place where anyone in the world would like to join. And then for that, I'm very much looking forward to seeing the kind of great things coming out from this GlobE in the coming years. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Let's give him a round of great applause. Thank you. Well, this is very special. You know how busy our president is generally, and you know how busy he is on the first day of the school year. So we are very privileged. We are honored. He's sitting right in front of us. That's amazing. Okay, so for the next several minutes, I'd like to explain what this center is about. Okay. Establishing this center is a historic occasion. Now, I am a scholar of history, so I don't use the term historic lightly. So let me explain why I think this is historic. One of the features of UTokyo GlobE is global liberal arts offered to students in the senior division. The Alice professors and others will be teaching these courses every semester, and we have two Alice professors in audience today, and May joining us here today. So, in other words, GlobE will be offering credit-bearing courses to students of all faculties in college, as well as graduate schools. Do you know when the last time an organization within this university was officially allowed to grant credits to undergraduate students? Officially allowed? Do you know? Can you guess? Anyone? Jim, do you want to guess?
Never.
No. Well, there are existing faculties that give credits. So, anyone? All right, so. It was 1958. It was 1958 when the pharmacy department was established. So that's 65 years ago. So this is the, the 65 is the year when faculty members who are officially retiring this year were born. So that's a long, long time ago. Plus, GlobE is home to undergraduate students who come to this school as exchange students. That is, U-STEP students. Unlike other university-wide centers, it has its own students. And another important aspect is that this is an organization that is part of the university headquarters. It is not an independent graduate school. It is not an independent faculty that operates like an independent nation. It moves in alignment with the goals of the university. It moves with the overall goal of the university, while providing programs that benefit all the students of the university, all the students of the university. We will achieve this through strong collaboration between faculty and staff, and offer great education so as to create a better school, better society, and better world. So you see, this is really a historic,歴史的 occasion. So you are part of history of the University of Tokyo. This is a very historic day. So in order to make this happen, Professor Hayashi, Vice President Takane Ito, who's joining us via Zoom, Professor Masami Nakao is here, Ms. Watanabe's Kacho, oh, she's there, wonderful, former Kokusai Zen Shien Kacho, and Mr. Takeshi Sekiguchi, standing over there, the new Kokusai Kyoiku Sushin Kacho. Okay. And I literally had hundreds of meetings, really hundreds of meetings to strategize. We had multiple meetings with President Fujii was very generous, and we met with him many times. Every executive vice president, every dean, and many other leaders of the university to convince them the need and value of this center. We wrote hundreds of pages, really hundreds of pages, to establish rules and regulations. Everything. And we wrote hundreds of pages for internal fundings as well as from the Ministry of Education, Gaisan Yoki. We also had a series of meetings with the College of Arts and Sciences so that we can welcome Alice professors to this center. So this may look like a small organization, but it's really of enormous effort because we managed to pull off something unthinkable. Now, why did we do this? And Professor Hayashi gave you an answer. We worked on this because we believe this is one of the best ways to initiate stronger awareness for changing the university to make it more global and change the world. We want to offer more inspiring courses offered in English to the senior division students so that they'll be able to articulate their ideas and positions in English on some of the most important issues, particularly topics related to the SDGs facing the world today. These courses will serve as a forum, discussion place, where the regular undergraduate students will study together with exchange students from all over the world so that they'll be able to learn from each other as well as from class contents. Global liberal arts courses will stand in tandem, stand with other global activities offered by GlobE, including Go Global Gateway, USTEP, Global Unit courses, and of course Japanese language courses for international students and scholars, among many others. These activities fall under what we call Global Education Concierge, by which we mean we will be offering a comprehensive support for the students' global outlook. So we have some specific goals for the near future. We're going to offer up to or more than 75 global liberal arts classes, up to 1,500 students, to be counted as credits to satisfy graduation requirement of each faculty. Sotsugyō-yoken. Now, Kyogakubu, at least part of it has already done this. We want 30% of the students who register for GGG, and we want all the students to register for GG. So 30% of them to complete it. We want outbound students up to 3,000. We want inbound students up to 2,000 or more. We want to have 30 global unit courses, and we will be educating more than 5,000 international students and scholars coming from all over the world through our Japanese language section. Now, these are not easy goals to achieve. At times, I know this institution seems surrounded by many tall, insurmountable walls, high walls, and impossible ditches, big gaps. Right? But I've been here long enough to realize that some things do change, really some things do change, for the better. Did I think anything like this with wonderful faculty and staff like you, and with the strongest possible support from the President, Fujii, and Executive Vice President Hayashi? Did I think this could have happened 25 years ago? No. 15 years ago? No. 10 years ago? No. 5 years ago? No. But it happened. This may sound like an old and tired phrase, but we will change. We change. And this is a very important hashtag for the diversity inclusion. We change, and yes, we can. So precisely because there are so many divisions and tensions in this world, we, as a responsible institution of higher education, must work collectively to create bridges and nurture communications across boundaries and borders. I look forward to working with you. Let's have a very good year. And again, we change, and yes, we can. Thank you. any questions to President Fujii or President Vice President Hayashi or to me? All right, so we're wrapping up, and we'd like to ask Professor Masami Nakao, who's the Fukusenta-cho, the Vice Director of the Center, to give her remark. I really begged President Fujii and Executive Vice President Hayashi to bring Professor Nakao when I found out that she is leaving GlobE. And I said, I want to have Nakao Sensei come here. And it's really important that we have Nakao Sensei to make this center successful. And she's here, and I'm very grateful to her, and I'm very grateful to Fujii Sensei and Hayashi Sensei for making this possible. Thank you. So, Nakao Sensei.
Thank you for your kind introduction. Hello, colleagues. I have not much to add after wonderful speeches of President Fujii and the Executive Vice President Hayashi, and the very comprehensive and persuasive explanation of our new affiliation by the new director, Professor Yaguchi. I'm sure you are all as excited and delighted as I am now to be its member. I may repeat, our UTokyo GlobE Center for Global Education is truly an innovation in the long history of UTokyo, in the sense that it is designed to benefit students from all faculties in college and the exchange students all together, all at once. But here, I'd like to add another important thing. We will make it a good place, good and comfortable place for ourselves to work in. Not that other offices are uncomfortable to work in, mind you, but we make it very comfortable. Because if the faculty and staff of the center are grumpy and unhappy, who would make the students happy? Right? So I'm very much looking forward to working with you and to making history with you. 頑張りましょう. Thank you.